Welcome to Seedling Squad, your go-to place for all things plant and gardening. Whether you're a beginner just starting out or a seasoned green thumb, we've got tips, tricks, and tutorials for everyone. Hi, I'm Monica, and I'm here to help you grow your gardening skills and turn your space into a green paradise. From seed to harvest, let's embark on this gardening journey together. In today's video, we will be showcasing bonsai care tips for beginners. Just so you know, there are direct links to all the related products in the description below. If you want a wide range of gardening facts, tips, and tricks, be sure to visit our website at seedlingsquad.com. So, let's get started. Bonsai trees are living art, small trees cultivated to resemble their full-sized counterparts in nature. But despite their beauty and mystique, bonsai care doesn't have to be complicated. If you're a beginner and looking to grow your first bonsai tree, this guide will walk you through everything you need to know. What is a bonsai? The word bonsai comes from Japanese and means planted in a container. The concept originated in China over 1,000 years ago and was called penjing, which focused on creating miniature landscapes. The Japanese later refined the practice into what we know today as bonsai. It's important to understand that bonsai isn't a type of tree, it's a technique. You can turn many kinds of trees or shrubs into a bonsai with proper care and training. For beginners, certain species are much easier to manage. Ficus retusa is one of the most recommended options for indoor bonsai because it can tolerate low humidity and indirect light. The dwarf juniper, or Juniperus procumbens nana, thrives outdoors and does best with direct sunlight. Another solid choice is the Chinese elm, or Ulmus parvifolia, which can adapt to both indoor and outdoor environments. Lastly, the jade plant, also known as Crassula ovata, is a succulent that requires less water and is suitable for those in dry climates. Choosing a bonsai. When selecting your first bonsai, size matters. A bonsai tree that is between 10 and 14 inches tall is ideal for beginners. This medium size is easier to maintain and doesn't dry out as fast as smaller trees, which are usually 6 to 8 inches tall. Larger bonsai, typically 16 to 24 inches tall, may look impressive, but require more space and consistent care. Consider your local climate and lifestyle before making a purchase. If you have access to natural sunlight and live in a moderate climate, an outdoor tree like the juniper could work well. If you have limited outdoor space or live in an apartment, then an indoor species like the ficus or jade plant will be more practical. Light requirement. Different bonsai species have different lighting needs, and it's critical to get this right. Ficus trees require at least 6 hours of indirect light each day. If you're growing it indoors, place it near a bright window or supplement with a grow light. Junipers, which should only be grown outdoors, need 4 to 6 hours of direct sunlight. Chinese elms prefer filtered light for about 6 hours a day. Jade plants, being succulents, also need a minimum of 4 hours of direct sunlight. If you can't provide enough sunlight naturally, invest in a full-spectrum LED grow light. Position the light about 6 to 12 inches, 15 to 30 centimeters above your bonsai. Keep the light on for 12 to 14 hours daily to mimic natural sunlight cycles. Watering. Watering is the most common challenge for beginners, and precision is key. Check the soil moisture daily. The simplest method is to insert your finger about 1 inch into the soil. If it feels dry, it's time to water. Use a watering can with a fine nozzle to avoid disturbing the soil. Water the tree slowly until water begins to drain from the holes at the bottom of the pot. Wait 30 seconds and water again to ensure the entire root system is saturated. During the summer months, you may need to water your bonsai every 1 to 2 days. In winter, watering every 3 to 5 days is usually enough, but always check the soil first. Never let the soil dry out completely, and don't overwater to the point of soggy soil. Pruning. Pruning helps maintain your bonsai's miniature size and shape. You'll need specific tools, such as pruning shears with a blade length of around 2 to 3 inches, and concave cutters for thicker branches. There are 2 types of pruning, structural and maintenance. Structural pruning is done in early spring and involves removing large branches, especially those thicker than 1/4 of an inch that do not fit the desired shape of your tree. Maintenance pruning happens throughout the growing season. When a branch or shoot grows beyond 5 or 6 leaves, cut it back to 2 or 3 leaves. This keeps the growth compact and neat. Wiring and shaping. Wiring allows you to shape the branches of your bonsai into realistic forms. Use anodized aluminum wire if you're just starting out, as it's easier to bend and safer for the tree. The wire you use should be about 1/3 the thickness of the branch you're shaping. For instance, use 1 mm wire for a 3 mm thick branch or 2 mm wire for a 6 mm branch. Anchor one end of the wire securely into the soil and wrap it around the branch at a consistent 45-degree angle. Gently bend the branch into the desired position. Always check the wiring weekly. You should remove it after 4 to 6 weeks to avoid leaving permanent scars on the branches. Soil and potting. Using the right soil is critical. A proper bonsai soil mix should consist of 50% akadama, which is a hard-baked clay, 25% pumice, which helps with water retention, and 25% lava rock, which aids in drainage. Do not use regular potting soil. It holds too much water and can suffocate the roots. As a rule, repot young bonsai trees under 10 years old every 2 years. Older trees should be repotted every 3 to 5 years. When choosing a pot, make sure its length is roughly 2/3 the height of your tree. The depth of the pot should match the diameter of the tree's trunk at its base. Fertilizing. Fertilizing provides essential nutrients that your bonsai won't get from soil alone. Use a balanced fertilizer with an NPK or nitrogen phosphorus potassium ratio of 10-10-10. Dilute 1/4 teaspoon or about 1.25 milliliters of fertilizer per quart of water. Apply this solution once every 4 weeks during the active growing season, from March to September. Do not fertilize between October and February, as most trees go dormant in the winter. Organic options like fish emulsion or liquid seaweed are also beneficial, especially for trees sensitive to chemical fertilizers. Seasonal care. Each season requires different care. In spring, from March to May, it's time to prune, repot, and begin fertilizing. During the summer months of June through August, water more frequently and provide shade if temperatures exceed 86 degrees Fahrenheit. In the fall, from September to November, reduce fertilization and monitor the tree's preparation for dormancy. In winter, between December and February, move indoor species to a cool room kept between 50 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Provide artificial light for at least 12 hours daily. Outdoor species should be kept in a cold frame or protected by mulching over the pot. Common mistakes to avoid. Beginners often make mistakes like watering on a fixed schedule instead of checking the soil, using standard potting soil, or placing an outdoor bonsai species indoors. Avoid pots without proper drainage holes, as this can lead to root rot. Always inspect your bonsai regularly for pests such as aphids, scale insects, and spider mites, and treat them with appropriate gentle pesticides or insecticidal soaps. Caring for a bonsai requires attention to detail and a steady routine. Start with one tree, choose a species suited to your environment, and follow these specific steps to support healthy growth. Every detail, from watering to pruning to light exposure, makes a difference. Stick with the process, observe how your tree responds, and adjust your care as needed. Thanks for joining us today on our bonsai care tips for beginners. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy gardening, Seedling Squad!